So continue our last example. Now the variable cost actually is equal to uh, those the relationship here. As I mentioned, we can then actually maybe make this more explicit by naming them as a minimum cost, maximum uh, and minimum volume, etc. Then we can make this formula more readable. Uh, the the fixed cost will be whatever left after we estimate the variable cost using the total cost minus the unit variable cost times the number of unit here. So that's the fixed cost. Okay, the high and low method it's all here. Now let's look at the regression or the visualization. To understand, if you never heard of regression, to understand the regression, we actually use a scatter plot to demonstrate this information. So this is the final look of it, but we can delete it, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do the scatter plot. So we select the area we want to plot, and then we select insert charts scatter plot. So that's already more or less it. And we can do the same thing by changing give a different formatting in terms of the scatter plot. So this is the one. So that in that ASIC actually is equal to volume, and in this axis it actually is equal to cost. Yeah. So so regression actually is just trying to fit a linear line between all these dots, and then from this linear line we want to look for the intercept turn and the slope. In Excel we can directly add this as a trend line. Linear means it only have one turn, so a plus b times x, and we want to display the equations and the R square as well. So this is the answer. This part is the intercept turn, so which means this line will touch upon the 0 part at this number, and this is the variable cost, unit variable cost. So this actually is the slope. So this is equal to running a regression. However, this won't it's useful to visualize, but if we want to get hold of the number of this tool and put it in the Excel spreadsheet for later use, we need to use a different method. The first method you can use is the linear estimations. So these functions tell you what you need to input is a list of y, which means it's the left-hand side variable. In this case, it's cost. So actually we can use the naming again if we want to. Let's do this. We say this is cost, and then we say this is volume, which we already did. So it makes things more intuitively if we say this is cost and that is volume, and yeah, there is an intercept term, and you hit enter. You say it's not okay because we have to put this in an array, so we have to select both of this and then replace it with the new value, and then we press Ctrl Shift Enter. Then that's it. Both of these update to the latest. So the array showed first the coefficients or the intercept coefficient first, and then finally is all the slope coefficient and then the intercept coefficients. And another method is the slope and intercept, which is more or less the same, but it separates these two. These two don't have to be an array, and the input is the same, cost, volume, and that's give you the slope, and that is the intercept. Another method is using the two-path analysis running regression. I show it in another demonstration. You can find it out on my website.